there friends, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Jill and this is At Home on Park. I'm always searching Pinterest for inspiration, and today I want to share with you a few items that I created on a budget. I think these items add charm to any outdoor space, no matter how big or small. So if that sounds good to you, follow me. The inspiration from this picture was the lamp itself, and I will show you how I created a look that was extremely simple. This lamp has been sitting in my attic for about 6 years. Since the pot of my fern matches my lamp base, there is no need for paint or de-stress. I really love the color as is and makes for a simple project. The shade of this lamp we will use for a separate project. All I need to do is clean up the top and the base and add our fern. This fern I purchased at Costco for $20. The electrical no longer works, so I will cut it off at the base, and we are done with this project. I love how this turned out. It was simple, it only cost me $20, and I think it added some height and some warmth to the corner of this covered patio. Here's my second inspiration piece. I've used the shade of my lamp to create the pot. I spray painted the outer shell and rim using a satin black spray paint. I'm removing the umbrella to add my now pot to the center. You can see that there's just a slight gap in between the pole and the pot. And some coconut fiber to ensure no soil seeps through the bottom. These flowers I picked up at Home Depot. My total cost was $13. I think the centerpiece turned out so sweet. It doesn't consume the table, but I think gives a big impact. I'm very happy with the flower choice. In another month, they will grow and bloom even more and will look really, really pretty. Here's my third inspiration piece. I picked up these rain boots a few years ago at the thrift store with a project in mind, but left them sitting in the garage. They have gotten pretty dirty over the last few years. I decided to not go with a lighter spray paint, but to do the same black satin spray paint I used for the lampshade. My thought was I could reuse these for Christmas time as Santa boots. I'm using this old spindle from a chair as my base Instead of using a birdhouse, I'm going to use this fairy garden house that I picked up at the dollar store. We're going to add a jar of water. Instead of using a potted plant, because I did not have one on hand, I picked some greens out of the garden, and we'll use that for the time being. We're going to soften the spindle by adding some moss. And then we're going to add the fairy that I also purchased at the dollar store. We're going to add this ribbon around the boots. I picked up this ribbon at the dollar store. And this project is complete. I'm really happy with the way this project turned out. I'm happy that I used the fairy with the mushroom fairy house. I think it gives it a fun, whimsical look. The greens I can switch out if I choose later on in the season. And again, these boots I can use for a Christmas project in the future. Here is my last inspiration piece. We are going to take 3 cans and drill a hole into the center of each one, creating a wind chime. I'm going to spray paint each can using a white satin spray paint. Once that is done and they're dried, we are going to take our napkins, removing each ply until we get down to a single ply, and we are going to decoupage the napkin to the can. This would be a cute fall project as well, using fall colors, maybe a leaf print napkin. If you're looking for more of a chime, you can add little round washers or bells inside the can. Once you've completed wrapping your cans with your napkin, you'll want to apply at least 2 coats of Mod Podge to seal or use a spray sealer adhesive. We're now going to take some sandpaper and we are just going to gently, in a downward motion, take off the excess tissue paper. Once that is complete, I'm going to take my jute twine. I'm going to insert it through the hole of the top of my chime. And I'm going to add some decorative jewels that I had on hand that I also painted white when I painted the cans. Once I've completed that, I'm going to tie off a loop at the top so I can hang it onto a hook. So now I'm taking the second can, also applying the jute twine through the hole, and now I'm just trying to figure out how far down I want that can to hang. And this process is a little tough to show, but I need to create a knot in the center so the can only comes down to a certain point. I will repeat this process with the third can. You can kind of see the knot that I created in the center, and now this part is complete. Now I'm going to just add a little decorative touch at the end, adding again one of those jewel pieces and an earring that I had that I was no longer wearing that tarnished. So we spray painted that as well, and we'll add that to the base. And once that's done, this project is complete. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found some inspiration. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.